Afternoon, friends. I have come up with an offer for all. If you pay attention in the next 10 minutes, you can earn back 40,000 that you paid to COE. All you need is the basic thing. Pay attention to what I speak. So, how are you all before the tea? Top of the world. Once again, how are you all? Top of the world. Just being there. Being there, let me ask you a simple question. How many of you have gambled any sort of thing in your life so far? Almost all. That's the truth of our life. Our life is a gamble. We, every day in our life, gamble. Even if when we put a foot outside our house, we gamble that whether we will return to our house safely or not. We are, in our life, we are associated with gambling since the ancient times. In the Mahabharata, Pandavas used to play a game of dice with the Kauravas. Mahabharata very frankly popularized the concept of gambling. In various different religions, there are different views about the gambling. The Catholics and the Jews even have special days for the gambling, special separate days for the gambling. And similarly, in occasion of Diwali, many of the Hindus do gamble without knowing that whether it is legal or not. So, the question of the hour is, should gambling be legalized in India? Friends, before starting any further, let me put a figure before you. In the year 2012-13, the state of Kerala made a profit of 700 crores just from the business of lottery. Please emphasize on the amount, 700 crores, one single state. And just give a thought that if other 28 states of India joins the same, what will be the profit figure from the business of lottery? Similarly, FICCI quoted like 20,000 crores of business was lost by India by not legalizing the betting in India in the last year. That's the amount of money involved in the business of betting. The basic problem that our society faces is that since it is deep rooted in our society that gambling is a negative thing. It is a social evil. The same is being perceived by the media and the government that gambling is wrong thing. Still, even after this, the gambling produces such huge results, such huge amounts. So just give it a thought, what would the gambling industry produce for our government, for the revenue of the country, in case it is legalized? You all must have heard the chief of CBI, Ranjit Sinha, Rahul Dravid, Baichang Bhutia, they all said betting should be legalized in India. Doesn't that make sense? When we see our young talented players like S. Srishad, Ajit Chandela and another one, Ankin Chauhan, who have not even established themselves in the world cricket, getting involved in the money trap of the D company, the underworld, the mafias, who are offering them huge amount of money for the betting. So, isn't that putting regulation, legalizing the betting will serve the problem? Leaving all this behind, even after answer this simple question, even if after 67 years of independence, have we overcome corruption? Are there any signs of overcoming corruption? Since if we cannot overcome corruption, overcoming betting problem is out of the question. So, since every coin has two sides, coming to the other side, studies say that in India people do betting for the purpose of their recreation and only few do it for the income. the quest of making profit is the one which attracts the people towards gambling. Like for example, the basic example that happens in our residential block. Many of us play three patti there. If any of us make a loss of 300 or 400, what incites us to keep on playing is to turn that into a profit. And only some is able to convert that, and others can even go to 2,000 or 2,500 losses in the end. So the problems with Indians is they don't know where to stop. The basic truth is where to stop and limit our greediness. So if we legalize betting in India, what will happen is there can be chances of complete social breakdown. How can it be like even the children of 11 to 12 years of age will indulge themselves in betting? In the age when they are supposed to study, they will be involved in betting activities. So that can completely disorder our society. So in the end, I can conclude that banning something is not the solution of the thing. If Narendra Modi wishes to make 100 smart cities, or if he wishes to run the bullet trains in India, he should not be only dependent on the foreign investment in India coming to India. He can restructure the present tax structure and can generate the revenue from the current sources.
Come back.